Hello, and welcome to the Smart Injury Doctors Podcast, the injury market's top program for doctors, lawyers, and insurers who want to gain greater insight on how to improve patient recovery results and deliver better services in the U.S. injury market. Please welcome your host, Dr. Jeffrey Allen Kronk.
Hey, doctors, what I want to talk today about is end of the year tax planning. So every business that I'm aware of and every business that I've owned, at the end of the year, you can have profit and you need to make some decisions on what you're going to do with that money. One of the things that I have always done with all of my businesses is if I have an overage, one of the things that I do is I pay for expenses ahead. I might buy marketing. So if I'm going to run an ad, say in Dynamic Chiropractic for the next year, let's say I'm running it for 2022, I pay for it in 2021. So I'll actually pay ahead on services that I'm going to use. I'm going to invest in my own future. One of the biggest things I do at the end of any year is I take a look and I say, well, is there anything that I want to buy that will help me to better be able to do my job? Is there any consulting that I'd like to have, any coaching that I'd like to do, anything like that? Because that right there is an investment in yourself. You want to push forward your investments. So let's say, for example, you wanted to be better. You said, hey, next year, I want to have a bigger, better injury practice. And you find a consultant and you say, all right, great. Are you good at what you do? Yes, I am. You check them out. You decide that that's the program you want to go to. You pay for it in full in 2021. In full. Let's say they have a program where they can do it in increments, or you could do a monthly. I personally will take a look and say, hey, I'm going to buy that right now this year. If there's some new equipment that I need, I'm going to buy it. If there is new, and I'm going to follow all the tax laws. I'm not going to, one of the things with taxes is you want to follow the tax laws completely. You just want to understand the tax laws, and understanding the tax laws can seriously assist you. But I am going to buy things at the end of the year to help minimize any taxation that I'm going to have as a company. Right. So again, one of the biggest things that I do is I take a look and I say, hey, is there coaching? Is there some program that I want to invest in? And if there is, it could be a marketing program. It could be, hey, I want a marketing consultant and I want to better understand how to market in 2022. I personally will purchase that coach. I will buy that coach. Let's say there's some legal service that I know I'm gonna need in 2022. Fine, I might buy it in 2021. You know what I mean? I may actually buy it and pay for it and then use it. Now I have the legal service ready to go. Like I said, I do the same thing with advertising. You may be able to get a discount by paying ahead. You may have an advertiser that says, hey, if I pay in full right now for next year, can I get a better deal? You may have rental, where you actually, let's say you have overage of money and you look and you call your landlord and you say, hey, I normally pay you, I don't know, $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 for the next year. I would like to pay for 1 year in advance. I would like to pay $60,000 and maybe that person will tell you, hey, I will, if you do that, I will only charge you $50,000. So now you have $10,000 in savings and you've saved on tax. So, there's all kinds of ways to save. And this is definitely not a thing on taxation, but there's a couple things that you want to do. Like I said, you want to minimize your taxation and you want to start to learn about investing. Investing is, when I say investing in your own business, investing in yourself. These are the key things. When you invest back into your business, you're making one of the best investments that you've ever made. I know for the longest time, until I understood about things like real estate and things to invest your money in that are really, really safe and sound, my best investment has always been in myself. My best investment has always been in my businesses. I've never really failed. I've had some business investments where I'm investing back into my business that were more successful than others. We all have. But I'm going to tell you right now that what I look to do at the end of the year, and this is just since we're coming upon the end of the year, I thought I would actually put this out there a little bit, is that I would look to invest. If you're interested in expanding your injury practice and you've never looked at our program, and you say, all right, great, I'd like to set up a consultation to find out more about this program, or any program for that matter, so that you could find out about it, look at it and say, hey, that's an investment I want to make in myself. That's an investment I want to make in my business, and I want to make it at the end of the year. I want to make it before the end of the year. And if I make it before the end of the year, can I get some kind of a discount? That's what I would be asking, and that's what I do ask every year. Every year I sit down with our business people, and every year, hopefully every year, your business is doing better and better and better. Every year I sit down and say, okay, good. Can we pay the accountant for next year? Can we give them a lump sum? Can we settle a deal that says, hey, for next year's services, I want to pay you right now, but I want a discounted fee. Last year we paid $5,000. I want to pay you $4,000. I want the same accounting services as last year, as this year, and I want it for next year. So doctors, these are just things to think about. Again, on these podcasts, I just take a short, simple topic and kind of riff on it a little bit, hopefully give you some insight or get you to think about some things in a particular way. And if you have any questions or comments, put them down below. If we have a private Facebook user group, that is a free Facebook user group. If you have interest in becoming a member of that group, call us at 800-940-6513. We take topics like this and we have involve the power of the group. The other thing is, if you're interested in our program, again, 800-940-6513. Have a very good holidays this year, and I hope your year was super prosperous for you. Thank you.
You've been listening to the Smart Injury Doctors Podcast, the #1 audio production show for professionals in the U.S. injury market that want to deliver better injury services to the patients, clients, or insureds they serve. If you like what you heard today, please leave us a review, and don't forget to join us on our next program.